Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Green Lantern Classics Mongul action figure. This is figure number 4 from wave 1 of the Green Lantern Classics subline of DC Universe Classics, which contains the Arkillo Collect and Connect figure for the wave. This figure set came out at the end of 2010, but I got the set in 2011 when I found it at a not-so-local comic shop called A1 Comics, and I'll post a link in the description below. And I found this set when the Green Lantern Classics were not yet available at the mass retailers, and ended up paying a higher than normal price for this set. I paid $22.99 for the set. Taking a look at the figure in the package here, you can see Mongul here. This is the newest version of Mongul that is the son of the previous Mongul. And you can see the Collect and Connect piece, which is the right arm of Arkillo, down below. Taking a look here, we have the back of the package, and we have a biography of Mongul here, and we have some statistics as well down below. And further down below we have the figures from wave 1 of the Green Lantern Classics. We have Kyle Rayner, Black Hand, Abin Sur, Mongul, Lo and Mosh with interchangeable head and hands, and Manhunter Robot. And we have here on the right Arkillo, the Collect and Connect figure for the wave. We'll be right back and have this figure out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Mongul out of the package, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the items that come with the figure. First up, we have the Green Lantern 3D mask with the blue and red lens, and this is used for the online game, the online 3D game at www.greenlanterngame.com. And it has an elastic band for you to wear the mask while you're playing the game. Kind of neat that they included this with every figure from wave 1. Next up, we have here the Collect and Connect piece, which is the right arm of Arkillo, and this is a remold, of course, of the original Kilowog figure, and then later used on Brimstone and Validus, and again used for Arkillo. Of course, we have a unique sculpt here on the forearm for the Sinestro core. It's nicely painted there, and also a unique hand for Arkillo, which is in dark gray with black fingernails on there. Very cool, and there's even texture on the nails, which is really nice. I don't know if it'll pick it up on the video or not, but although this particular piece has some scratches, well, not really scratches, I think this is more paint on there, black paint that got onto the yellow portions of the arm here. And another QC thing here is I don't know what happened here. I think this peg may have been in this position when this was painted on there, so that's why it's conveniently unpainted over here. I wish this peg was down here when they painted it, but they didn't, so that's really too bad. I don't know how many Collect and Connect pieces were affected this way with the peg in this position when the paint sprayer went over this, but unfortunate on there that happened. So I may have to do some touch-up work on there. Hopefully I can get some mixture of paint to color match that. I don't think my paint straight out of the bottle will match that color. Hopefully it will. So, but this is the Collect and Connect piece, which comes with Mongul, the right arm of Arkillo. Now on to the Mongul figure. This figure, at least my figure, has given me a whole bunch of problems with the joints. This figure has loose joints, tight joints, and stuck joints. all rolled into one, which is unfortunate because I really love this sculpt of this figure. And this figure is a repaint and I guess a slight remold. I'm not sure exactly which parts are remolded, but this is a re-release of the original Mongul figure in the DC Superheroes line. And again, it was re-released in the DC Universe line as part of a 2-pack, and now as part of the Green Lantern Classics subline of DC Universe Classics. And this is supposed to represent the current version of Mongul that follows his father, the previous Mongul. And it is a repaint, as I said. The new version here has pink over here and purple here, and the video is not really picking up the colors as accurately as it is in person. And the skin here is supposed to be more of a brownish color, yet it's showing up a lot lighter yellow on the video screen. But and of course he's got the Sinestro core ring there that the previous Mongul figure did not on there. But looking at the figure though, it's really nice. I really like the design of this figure. It's got lots of detail everywhere. You can see just the studs alone. There's just studs everywhere. On the shoulder here, on his belt, and on the thigh here, there's band there going across his thigh, and on his boots. This guy is just full of studs on there. And you can see Sinestro core forearm wrap there with more studs on there. It's very nice. And of course he's got the Sinestro core emblem on his chest there. It's a little off center there. Looks like it wasn't properly applied on there. Very neat. And of course you got some details of his belt here, which is really cool on there. And just the texture details on the figure, the body itself. You can see the bands going across the chest here and the legs. Very neat. I really like it. And you got this metallic blue paint on his boots that match the forearm here. But very nice detail. He's got some really big boots on there, and lots of detail on the bottom of that too. Now I've read a lot of people complaining that this guy is just way too small compared to the comics, and I don't have too many complaints. I guess much like the Hulk, this guy's been drawn at various sizes, but for a size comparison, I have here Green Lantern Hal Jordan right there. So you can see he's about a head taller than Hal Jordan there. And I've seen some pictures where this guy's just really way massive, and I really have no complaints about the size of this guy. At least he is a bigger, bulkier than the normal figure. I think it's good for me on here. So, and also I just started reading the Green Lantern Corps comic, so I haven't got to the part of the series where Mongul makes his appearance, but I understand that he had more than just one Sinestro ring. I think he had up to 6, but the figure here, they only sculpted 1 on here, so which is kind of too bad, I guess, for those that are a fan of the series. Would have liked to have seen him with 6 Sinestro core rings, and I may end up sculpting some rings onto his hands here myself, and give that a try, and at modding and adding some rings on there, but we'll see about that. But just again, I really like the detail of this figure. It's very, very nice, and even has these knee pads I didn't notice until now. It's kind of cool. Going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so it goes all the way around, goes up slightly, not even that much, but does go down a bit. The arms at the shoulders are really loose here. It's unfortunate, but they do go all the way around. They do go out about that far and in. The biceps go all the way around. There's a single joint at the elbow and a swivel cut at the wrist here. The torso joint on my figure is stuck. I cannot move it up or down no matter how hard I try. I even threw a hot blast of air from the hairdryer onto this figure, and it still would not loosen up the torso joint, which is unfortunate. The waist does go back and forth, but it does not go all the way around due to the front of the belt here. It sticks up a little bit, and it prevents the full articulation of the waist from going all the way to the sides and all the way around. The legs are on a DC Universe Classics joint, so it goes up a bit, but due to the bulk of his leg and the belt, doesn't go up that far up. It goes down and does go back quite a ways, and does go out to the side slightly. This one was stuck until I was able to loosen it. On here, the thighs go all the way around, and this thigh was stuck until I was able to loosen it, and the knees are nice and tight, and it's a single joint at the knee. The foot does go up and down, but you have an additional piece here that can manipulate the, if you move it with the foot, you get a lot bigger range of movement on there, and it does have a ankle pivot on the foot, and this piece was stuck until I was able to loosen it as well, so, and it's still a little tight on there. So overall, I really like the design of this figure. It's just unfortunate you have all of these joint problems with this figure. I would have enjoyed the figure much more, but it's still a pretty decent figure, especially the sculpt in here, and I don't really have problems with this pinkish paint here, although it looks a little dull on the screen. I think some folks I think it's a little too pink on the figure, but I think it's alright. So, but overall, I really like the figure, but just these joints have me aggravated with the figure. But this is my casual peek into the Green Lantern Classics Mongul action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.